Hey, have you ever noticed that there is a gesture so simple and so basic that it can make a woman feel an intense emotional response within just a few seconds? What makes it even more powerful is that it has nothing to do with looks, money, social status, or rehearsed pickup lines. You do not need to be exceptionally attractive, wealthy, or smooth with words for this to work. This gesture operates on a much deeper level. It is authentic, grounded, and surprisingly rare, which is exactly why it is so effective. In this video, I am going to explain what this gesture really is, why it works so strongly, from both a scientific and emotional standpoint, how to recognize when a woman is responding to it, and most importantly, how to use it naturally without it feeling forced, awkward, or artificial. Before we go deeper, if you are enjoying this content so far, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future content. Designed to help you improve your relationships and personal confidence, I also want to invite you to participate in today's comment challenge. Let me know which country and city you are watching from, and tell me honestly whether you believe that a single gesture can truly spark something powerful in a woman. Your responses help build this community and keep these conversations meaningful. One of the biggest mistakes most men make when trying to connect with a woman is believing that attraction is created through impressive words, achievements, jokes, or displays of status. Many men feel pressure to perform or prove themselves. However, the truth is very different. A woman's body reacts long before her logical mind has time to analyze anything. We are talking about reactions that happen in milliseconds. Through evolution, a woman's nervous system has been shaped to instantly sense intention, emotional stability, and authenticity. That is why a woman can meet someone and almost immediately feel either calm, safe, and intrigued, or uncomfortable and closed off. She may not always be able to explain why, but her body knows. This is not intuition by chance. It is biology at work. When a woman perceives authenticity combined with emotional security and clear intention, something powerful happens inside her. An emotional switch is activated that she cannot consciously control. Her defenses soften. What I call an emotional opening begins to form. The most interesting part is that her body responds before she does mentally. These reactions are involuntary and honest. This is where the gesture we are talking about becomes so important. This gesture is not a single isolated action. It is a precise combination of three elements that work together to create a strong emotional impact. The first element is a slow and deliberate approach. This does not mean moving unnaturally slow, but rather moving with calm purpose instead of rushing. When you approach a woman without haste, you give her nervous system time to register your presence and relax. On a subconscious level, this communicates self-control, emotional maturity, and respect for her personal space. A man who does not rush shows that he is grounded and in control of himself. The second element is a firm yet soft gaze. This is one of the most misunderstood aspects because it requires balance. It is not an intense stare that feels predatory, and it is not an avoidant or insecure glance. It is eye contact that says you are present.com and fully engaged in the moment without needing anything in return. The intention behind the gaze matters more than the gaze itself. If you are looking for approval or validation, she will sense it immediately and close off. If you are simply sharing the moment, the effect is entirely different and far more powerful. The third element is secure silence, and this is where most men struggle. Many men feel uncomfortable with silence and rush to fill it with unnecessary words. However, silence that is grounded and relaxed is incredibly magnetic. This kind of silence is not awkward or empty. It is full of presence, confidence, and emotional steadiness. Without saying anything, you are communicating that you are comfortable with yourself and with her. That sense of calm creates safety and attraction at the same time. When these three elements are combined, there is a clear scientific explanation for why they work. A slow approach helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation and connection. Moving too quickly can trigger alert responses related to stress and self-protection. Soft, present eye contact supports the release of oxytocin, the hormone associated with bonding and trust. Secure silence allows space for emotional processing, giving her subconscious mind room to feel instead of analyze. Together, these signals communicate that you are emotionally safe, mature, and unafraid of intimacy. When this gesture is working, the signs are unmistakable and cannot be faked. A genuine smile may appear without a clear reason different from a polite or social smile. Eye contact becomes longer and softer. She may begin touching her hair, neck, or lips without realizing it, which is a natural, self-soothing response linked to attraction. Her body may move closer, barriers disappear, and her posture opens. Her voice may become warmer and more melodic. Her feet and torso naturally orient toward you. These are real physiological responses, not conscious decisions. To apply this, naturally, the most important rule is not to treat it like a technique. The moment you perform it with the intention of getting a specific reaction, its power disappears. Authenticity cannot be faked. The key is genuine presence. Be calm because you actually feel calm. Move slowly because you are relaxed, not because you are trying to impress. Hold eye contact because you are present, not because you are checking. For results, allow silence because you are comfortable within yourself. The more comfortable you become with silence and presence, the more naturally powerful this becomes. In the end, this gesture is not about seduction or manipulation. It is the natural expression of a man who is comfortable in his own skin, does not seek external validation, and can offer emotional safety without expectation. When you develop this quality of presence, it does not just improve your interactions with women, it improves how you move through life. The next time you are with a woman you are interested in, remember that attraction is not about conquering. It is about creating a space where vulnerability feels safe. If you want to commit to mastering this, leave a comment saying that you are practicing this gesture and tell me which part you find most challenging, whether it is the slow approach, the soft gaze, or the secure silence. I read your comments and I am here to help. If this video added value to your life, like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can continue growing with this community. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Now let us go one level deeper because understanding the gesture is only the beginning. Mastery comes from internal alignment. Many men try to change their behavior without changing their inner state, and that is why their efforts feel forced or inconsistent. Presence is not something you act out, it is something you embody. When your nervous system is calm, your body language naturally slows down. Your eye contact becomes grounded instead of searching. Your silence feels stable instead of tense. Women are exceptionally sensitive to this because they respond more to emotional states than to words. One of the reasons this gesture is so rare is because it requires a man to be comfortable with uncertainty. Silence creates space, and space can feel uncomfortable if you are used to controlling outcomes. But attraction grows in that space. When you allow moments to breathe without rushing to define them, you communicate confidence without ever saying it out loud. You show that you trust yourself and that you trust the moment. That trust is felt on a visceral level. It is also important to understand that this gesture is not about intensity. Many men confuse depth with pressure. True emotional depth feels light, grounded, and steady. There is no need to lean in to aggressively lower your voice artificially or exaggerate your movements. Subtlety is what makes this work. Calm presence is far more attractive than dramatic effort. When you slow down internally, the interaction naturally becomes more intimate without crossing boundaries. Another crucial aspect is emotional independence. When you are okay whether the interaction leads somewhere or not, your energy changes completely. You stop performing, you stop chasing reactions. You become more selective, more relaxed, and more authentic. That emotional independence creates polarity. It signals that you are choosing the interaction, not needing it. Teases, where attraction becomes effortless instead of strategic. As you practice this, you may notice that not every woman responds the same way, and that is normal. Attraction is not universal. The goal is not to make every woman melt. The goal is to show up fully as yourself and allow the right connections to unfold naturally. When a woman is receptive, this gesture amplifies the connection. When she is not, you will feel that clearly as well, and you can move on without confusion or left out. Over time, this way of showing up begins to influence every area of your life. Conversations become richer. People listen to you more closely. You feel less reactive and more centered. Presence is a skill, but it is also a way of being. The more you live from it, the less you need techniques, and the more naturally attraction flows. In the next section, we will talk about how to build this level of presence daily, even when you